morning and welcome to Wake and Bake with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing this morning? I'm doing just fine. Got my voice back almost about 80 or 90%. Thought I'd go ahead and go live and we would go ahead and watch some videos together. So let's get started on this stuffs. It's been a while. Good morning, See-Through Gypsy. Good morning. It's good. It's a good morning to stream. It is. It's a good morning to stream. We're going to start with Rev News JWE. And we're going to look at the lies that he's telling about Black Guy TV. I got a few things I want to say because he's a dick. Revelation News, not Black Guy TV. Black Guy TV is awesome. He's an awesome display of all the right shit.
How's everybody doing?
Fuck you, Rev.
You know who I am, so I don't need to introduce myself no more.
Yeah, that ain't no fucking shit, you asshole. Anytime somebody tells the truth about you, you get all pissed off. Well, I got news for you. Get pissed off at me because I'll tell the truth on you all day long and twice on Sunday. You damn right. You damn right I will. You child-kicking piece of shit. And you know what's bad? You won't even cop to it. You won't even fucking cop to it. You're such a piece of shit. That's how you are. That's how you are.
Shit.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing, buddy?
Let me see this here, and let's do this here.
Hey, Lucifer, how you doing, buddy?
And let's do that. Oh, guys, it's insane, you know. The shit. The absolute deception and shit.
What deception?
Sometimes.
What deception?
This guy is an absolute deceptive.
No. That man is truthful. He is truthful, if nothing else. He's a wonderful kid. He's a truthful man. Sorry, I don't mean to call him a kid, but you know, I'm getting so old to where a lot of people look like kids to me. Please don't take offense, Black Guy TV. Please don't take offense. You're a wonderful guy. You're truthful. You're honest. You're funny. I like you. I like you. And I love watching your videos. I just don't get around to your lives as much as I'd like. Now, he gets even oh, that was harsh. Now, you'll notice that this guy will say, he's going to say even more. And I've got a lot more to say.
Absolute, not this. This guy, this piece of trash that has been harassing us for, I don't know.
He doesn't?
This piece of shit. This is all he focuses on. You see this? All of this. Look. You see this?
Does he do premieres? He must be doing premieres. That must be what I'm thinking about. Because I always catch him on the re-upload on the replay. I always catch him on the replay. You know? And, it's just ridiculous having this little pissant come after you.
We are pretty much literally the only people he focuses on. Oh, here's a nice white
Hey, deviant
girl,
degenerate, how you
nice,
doing?
pretty white girl, right? This guy is, I believe, probably a criminal.
Okay.
The way he acts and the way he talks. In this video that you see, this got dark. This video here.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Right here. You see this one? That is a video.
Yeah, because I came in at the tail end of one of his premieres, and I guess I mistaked it for a live. I mistook it for a live. Mistaked it. God, I'm starting to sound like Shanny. English is hard.
Of me encouraging men to stop the bullshit of essaying women. It's literally a video encouraging men to look in the mirror and ask themselves what would they do if they had opportunities. And me telling them, you're either a piece of shit boy.
Good morning, Corey. How you doing, girlfriend?
Or you're a man and you ask a woman out in a normal way. There's a huge problem in this world with that. This piece of shit here, this guy, is one of those guys that would take it. I know it.
Whoa,
You're
whoa, 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 whoa,
of a
whoa,
male
whoa, whoa, whoa,
exposing the bullshit.
You were talking about a bunch of perverted fucking shit. You were talking about a bunch of perverted shit. It was disgusting. I don't know why you have to go there. It must be in your mind if you're talking about it all the damn time. And you do. He would never. And that is a horrible thing to say about someone. You creep.
Of other males, I'm nothing like that shit. And
No, you're just a pathetic masturbating creep.
I never will be. But this guy, he's criticizing a video literally saying to protect
I'm
women.
feeling a lot better, Corey. Feeling a lot better.
So 9,000, almost 10,000 subscribers, this piece of trash. Why are...
Speaking of trash, he's not trash. You're the trash. Trash. And you're with a trash can. You freak. You two are a couple of fucking freaks. I'm going to leave this be for a minute. You're a fucking freak. And so is that fucking trash can in there that you're sitting next to on that piss-covered couch. You're a slimy little fuck, is all you are. You think way more of yourself than what you really are. You think you're going to sell that crappy screenplay for $1 million? I wouldn't give you 50 cents for it. I wouldn't give you the sweat off my balls for it. You're nothing. Black Guy TV is a winner. He is winning. You're losing.
Are any of you subscribed to this lying scumbag?
I am happily subscribed to him. And I try to get over there as much as possible, but I don't get over there as much as I need to. And you know something? I'm going to tell you right fucking now. You need to keep his name out of your fucking filthy mouth. You freak. And to me, you accusing him is just an admission of guilt.
I'm wondering. JWE Revelation News. Fuck you, BGTV.
Fuck you, Rev. Abso-fucking-lutely. Man, this guy just great. He grinds my gears. He grinds my fucking gears. Boglin Chronicles has a new one. McDonald's, let's see. Boglin Chronicles has a new one. McDonald's Monstrosity. I love this music.
What up, YouTube? So we got 4 pieces of the McCrispy chickens. Got some fresh nacho cheese Doritos, some butter,
Hey, Jack Lamort, how you doing today?
some sauce, some bacon bits, like 2 different kinds of cheeses, and 3 different kinds of sauces. But like Cobra, when are you gonna upload another food hack, man? And you know, McDonald's did give us the 4 cups of sauces that I asked for. If you like chicken strips, they're pretty good. If you're a vegan, then I guess go fuck yourself, because that's your problem, not mine. We got the 4 sauces. We got them arranged. The first thing we're gonna do is just stick around, because we're gonna make chicken strip nachos. I'm gonna take like some of this butter right here, like half of that. I'm gonna put that in the center there, just like that. So I want to grab some Sargento.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little bit of a gut here. As he's approaching 30, his metabolism is slowing down. I look for him to pork up nicely. Chicken finger nachos? That just sounds nasty. Fried chicken fingers nachos. Say that 3 times real fast. Fried chicken finger nachos. Fried chicken finger nachos. Fried chicken finger nachos. I was able to do it, though.
Serengeti mozzarella cheese slices. It doesn't quite want to peel apart. Okay, maybe. No, not quite. Try to get it to peel apart as easily as possible. And it don't want to peel apart so easily, man. So we're just going to put it on top of our butter in the center. Now, when I got these chicken strips from Mickey D's, they were hot and fresh. But it seems how they're going to be microwaved and nuked. I figured we'd let them cool off a bit. Well, you know, that cheese don't want to come apart so easily, but, you know, that's okay, man. You can do this with any chicken strip that you want. It's just my take on another crazy Cobra food hack. You know, maybe I'm gonna have a little slice of it for myself. Sargento makes good cheese. Serengeti, whatever you want to call it, potato. Because what doesn't taste better than more cheese? I mean, seriously, YouTube. We're going to add some La Creme. Lacraine sharp cheddar cheese. Ain't nothing more coming out of that. We got 2 different kinds of cheese, mozzarella and extra sharp cheddar cheese. That'd make a man or a woman say, yes, please. Well, we're gonna hit that with some bacon bits. Bacon makes everything taste better. And I think a light sprinkle of bacon bits on top of that melted cheese.
Wow. As if he couldn't make, as if the the chicken tenders weren't fattening enough. This crackhead's got to add more shit to it. And I'm not saying he's a crackhead, but you know, I call people crackheads when they act silly. Yeah, he's acting like a crackhead.
Among other ingredients. Some for the chef. Yes, sir. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to add some sauce, some Doritos, and then we're gonna have to new
Sauce and Doritos. Sauce and Doritos. Ick. Gross. Disgusting. Nasty. Fuck no. I would just eat the damn chicken strips with the damn sauce that I got. Last time I had a chicken tendy meal, I ate it with honey mustard. I was completely satisfied. I didn't have to add cheese and bacon bits and all this other fucked up shit to it. Oh my God, Cobes. If you're going to clog your arteries, just do it in the normal way. Don't add all this stupid bullshit to it. Fuck.
nuke it in the microwave. We're gonna take some black pepper. Then we're gonna hit that with some cilantro. A little bit of cilantro for flavor. Onion powder. We've got so much going into this that you don't need a whole huge sprinkle of it, like I said. See how easy that was? Hit that with some garlic salt. Just a light sprinkle of each seasoning. Now we're gonna take a sip of our drink combo.
You know what? Now I low-key want some nachos. But I didn't take down any ground beef, so that's out of the question. Well, I'll fix something else. Barbecue sandwiches sound pretty good. I think I'll have a barbecue sandwich.
We're food hacking super hard, bros. That's looking.
But that's going to have to be sometime later because my semi-glutide has made sure that I stayed full. Hell, I might not eat till way later. Way later. Yeah, I'm back on semaglutide. And I'm kickboxing. I tried to kickbox yesterday. I got sick. And had to leave. About 10 minutes in, I started gagging and choking. And I just told her, I said, this isn't going to work. I'm getting out of here. I can't even breathe. After my antibiotics are gone, I'm going to go back to, as soon as my throat completely clears, I'm going to go back to the studio. I hate taking this much time off, but it's kind of necessary. If I can't breathe, I can't box. It's that simple.
Good nar. Fresh Doritos.
And it didn't help that I threw up that morning either.
I'm gonna crush them up into powder.
Well, that's different, Lucifer.
Just enough to sprinkle the top. To let you know you got a little.
Well, that's a little different. You're not adding bacon bits, freaking Doritos, 3 kinds of cheese, hot sauce, pepper, salt, and all this other bullshit to it. That I can kind of get.
Bit of flavor going here, you know. Also cheese Doritos. Can't go wrong. I mean, if you're gonna food hack some McChicken strips, we're just about there, cuz. We're gonna take some Jack Daniels barbecue sauce. Then we're gonna drizzle some of that barbecue sauce on top of our nacho cheese Doritos and chicken strips and cheese. Can you say next level dank? The next thing we're going to do is drizzle it with some of this delicious Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing sauce. And we're going to like...
Ew, that's nasty. There is no way I would put that in my mouth. No fucking way. Not happening. I'd never eat that. But yet, I would eat his food before I'd eat Shanty's. I'd take a chance on Cobb's food before I would Shanty's. Because there's always a chance that Shanty could put rat poison in my food.
Catfuls, there we go. Put a little bit on there for heat. That's gonna give it a nice spicy kick. The chili sauce they're advertising with it. So you know what we're gonna do, YouTube? We're gonna add some more sauce to it.
Holy hell, he's going to have the Okefenokee swamp in that plate. That shit is going to be so fucking soggy and nasty. Oh my God, I like my chicken tenders crisp. Crisp on the outside, tender and juicy on the inside. Not all fucking sopped in sauce. That's just crazy. That is just crazy.
I got the extra hot horseradish on deck because you know I like a little bit of heat with my nuggets. Except we could use probably like one more thing to make this palette of microwavably sauced up, cheesed up, crazy wild ass chicken strip action. We're gonna take the butter that we have left And I'm going to just break it up and put it on top. And I like microwaving shit with butter because the butter's going to melt. They're like, oh, this is so bloody unhealthy. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Bacon bits and Doritos and cheese. My hands are extremely greasy. My last McDonald's order was exquisite. They did in fact provide the bacon with the fish like I asked, but I was in, like I said, such a rush to make the sandwich I didn't notice. And then I felt kind of bad because that was false advertisement, but what do you do? Does it seem a bit excessive? Well, guess what? Now we'll have to microwave it, yeah? Okay, so I'm just gonna take... No, you don't. Lid's trying to close on us. And take that one nugget and kind of scooch it in just a little bit. There we are. Nice and cozy and in the oven. Alright. Let's try 2 minutes first. We don't want to like overcook the chicken because it's already been deep fried at Mickey D's. The only goal is to like get all the cheese and the sauce and everything on there melted and congealed into a greasy fucking unhealthy mess. So we got some time.
Now time to microwave it till it's the consistency of jerky and soggy all at the same time. The ends will be like jerky. The center will be like some kind of gross shit that you would never want to put in your mouth. Oh my God. This is the hamburger helper all over again here at the house. It is. It's the hamburger helper all over again.
If you think this recipe's wacky, wait to see my next prosciutto sandwich. My next prosciutto sandwich is literally gonna piss off the internet. So if you think this food hack is gross and weird, like, oh, what's wrong with you, Cobra? Nothing. I like entertaining my fans and eating dang ass food.
Cobra hacks. So easy a caveman can do it.
And I'm gonna have to let it like cool off just a little bit, you know. I mean, is this a bit excessive? You could say that, yeah. I mean, like, I literally had, like, chunks of butter dripped all over the top of it, you know. Making sure it all gets, like, a little healthy coating of some of that Cobra's American's, you know, flavor. 46 seconds. I'm gonna look at it. And I want to make sure that, like, you know, the cheese and the butter is all melted, so I might go for another 2 minutes if it's not all like completely melted. Although it is smelling pretty good. I could smell it from the microwave when I leaned in to look on my cooking results. You call this cooking? I'm like, this is cooking on a budget. You want gourmet food and you can't barely afford McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It didn't quite melt.
Cooking on a budget would mean cooking from scratch and buying stuff from the store, my guy. Sorry to disappoint. Don't know what to fucking tell you. Restaurant food is infinitely more expensive. And at times more gross. McDonald's is gross. I told you the story about the quarter pounder a few years ago, and this is why I won't go back to McDonald's. I get a yen for a quarter pounder every now and then, okay? It's the only sandwich I like. I go through the drive-thru, order my quarter pounder with cheese, no onion. I get that sorry little thing. I open the bun, and it's got a regular size hamburger on it. And then I eat it, and the damn thing is so dry I could re-sole my damn shoe with it. It tastes like shit. I threw the fucker away and just said, I ain't going back. Their food is disgusting. Taco Bell, the only thing I like is the chicken. And that's on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes I get okay food from them. Sometimes their food really sucks. That's just the way it is. Sometimes their food really sucks. Most of the time their food really sucks. I won't eat Taco Bell unless there's absolutely nothing else around. Or unless I just have a yen for a chicken chalupa.
The sauce all the way, but that's just fine because I wanted the cheese to melt. The sauce did congeal it with everything a little bit. So I'm like, you're taking something that's already cooked and like adding to it. I mean, not very original. See, look at that cheese pull. Look at that cheese pull. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just fucking sexy, YouTube? That's gonna have to bloody cool off before I tuck into this. That is piping hot. These are like...
No shit, Sherlock. You stuck it in the fucking microwave. You ruined your damn teeth, so you can't eat anything fucking hot. I personally like my food a little bit on the warm side. Just a little bit on the warm side. Not so hot that it's burning my fucking mouth, but I like it on the warm side. You know, to where it's nice and warm. That perfect temperature. When you hit that sweet spot, your food is perfect. These old people, they like that. These old people, these 200-year-old women and men, love to have their food so piping hot it burns their mouth. If it ain't burning their mouth, it's cold.
Barely cool off when I pulled this food hack. You know, and it took me like 28 minutes to do it. I happened to choose McDonald's chicken strips because they're delicious. I did a food hack on them recently, and I lost my temper with it, and trying to keep this place clean. There's always something fucking new every fucking time, dude. I'm so fucking over it. Fuck. God damn it. Every fucking time with this shit. Always something fucking new. Fucking Christ. Fucking sauce packers don't want to open for me. It's fucking over it! I didn't like that, and then, like, they included the bacon with the fish when I asked for it. Fucking... So then, the false advertisement on it, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Like... Look at that chicken strip action. Oh, shit. Doesn't even be a part 2?
Pardon what I'm about to say, but it looks like somebody spooged on that damn chicken tender.
You're silly. Leave our fans hanging? YouTube? Oh my god. Those are barely cooled off. Look at that cheese pull.
Hey, Shazai, how you doing, love?
Is fucking served.
Nasty little worm.
It's certainly not the worst idea I've had. And the butter melted on top of everything.
This is almost like a National Geographic special where we're watching a caveman eat. Seriously. He looks like a fucking caveman. He looks like he should be fucking homeless. Glasses are dirty. God, he's just a filthy fucker.
That's piping hot out of the microwave. Oh. So if I let them cool off, I'll be snacking on this for the rest of the evening. Oh shit, I want you to eat a big old bite of this one right here. Woo-wah!
Well, any kind of appetite I had is now gone, which is a good thing because I don't need to be eating that much. Thanks, Cobes, for helping me along in my weight loss journey. Appreciate you. You're a dick for showing us this gross food and slurping and just being gross. You're disgusting. Work on yourself.
Trying to eat these with one hand and film with the other. Oh. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my God, yeah. That is like the right combination of everything that I put on there. It's not overpowering. It's like a symphony
Page
of
3 plus tax.
spicy, sweet, tangy, smoky, barbecue. Oh. Snacking and munching. You know what's up. Catch you all in the next one. Fuck the trolls and fuck sickos.
Okay. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Boglum Chronicles. Boglum Chronicles has all of your Cobes stuff boiled down to the good parts. Hey, Negan. And if you don't want to hear my big mouth over it, be sure to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and give it a look. Now, I got something a little bit different here. This channel called Channing TV. We're just gonna pick a video at random. And watch it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
This is my favorite sweatshirt, but this is also my favorite baby. I think my TikTok thinks I'm like 12 or something, because it never lets me watch videos that say it's age restricted.
Huh? I'm already shaking my head.
Bitch, I've shot things out my cooter.
What? You shot things out your cooter? Don't you mean you had kids? You are crude.
I'm all the age.
Not my problem, that's just not my problem.
Your bitch has skin cancer.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Channing,
Hey,
and
no
today
one
we're
really
doing a
matters but
deep dive
cats.
on one of TikTok's most controversial families, also known as the Resilient Jenkins. But before we get into today's video, I do want to express how thankful I am for each of you who choose to watch my videos. If you didn't know, recently we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, and it just blows my mind knowing there's thousands of you out there that enjoy these videos as much as I love putting them together. So once again, I thank each of you so much much for helping me accomplish this awesome milestone. Now, enough of my yapping, let's get right into today's video. You see, today we'll be uncovering the Jenkins timeline from 2022 all the way up to 2025 in detailed order. But before we get started, let me quickly give you guys some important background information. You see, Stephanie and Andrew Jenkins are a couple that met in 2022, and the way that they met is very interesting. You see, before Drew and Steph got together, both of them were in previous relationships, and both of them also had kids with their previous partners. Drew had 2 kids, and so did Stephanie. But instead of Drew having a relationship with both of his children, Drew decided to walk out instead, only taking the responsibility for 1 child, which left his ex-wife to raise the other kid without even receiving an ounce of child support from Drew.
Wow.
On the other hand, Stephanie had her own set of relationship problems as well. Before Drew was in the picture, Steph was married to another man who was arrested in 2019 for some of the most heinous crimes that can come to mind. Not only did Stephanie seem to know this, she decided to marry and have 2 kids with this man back in 2015. And technically, she's still married to him due to their divorce never getting finalized. But early in 2022, when Steph and Drew met, they quickly tied things together, moving their family into a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, at this time, it was Drew, his son, Stephanie with her 2 kids, and 4 cats, all
Wow. Wow. 1-bedroom apartment, 4 cats, 3 kids, 2 adults. 5 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. That's crazy. Oh my God.
living together in this small space. And it's important to mention that neither Drew or Stephanie had jobs, leaving Stephanie to be a stay-at-home mom while also trying to become a full-time TikToker, which left Drew to spend his time playing video games and reverting to side hustles and quote-unquote gigs to feed their family. The Jenkins family also lives off of some sort of government assistance, like food stamps. And this is just a small glimpse inside of the priorities of Steph and Drew while being parents at the same time. You see, the choices that have been made by the resilient Jenkins family led to them being ostracized by their own families, which in my opinion is one big reason why in April of 2022, Stephanie started her TikTok career, posting her first video on April 23rd, featuring one of her cats at the time named Milo, who was actually one of 5 cats that would later be dumped outside to fend for themselves, when Stephanie and Drew would get evicted a few years later. Now, on May 13th, 2022, Stephanie would post a TikTok showcasing what it's like being a mom.
What a bitch. What a bitch. I'd never do that to my animals. They go with me. And if they can't go with me, they get rehomed by someone I trust. That is just ridiculous. I'm already, you know what? I'm going to avoid the Christmas rush and not like this chick.
With 3 kids, and even expresses how she wants more.
I went to the doctor with my kids today, and I have 3 kids. I have the 2 girls, and then I have my stepson. And I get in the doctor, and I mean 4 people. The person who checks me in, the nurse, and then there's another nurse who comes in later in the appointment, and the doctor. All freaking 4 of them have something to say.
Yeah, Negan, I've just got a touch of laryngitis left. I was much worse. I was a lot worse. I wasn't able to speak 3 days ago. I went to the doctor. They fixed me right up. They got me some prednisone and some antibiotics. And I've been taking them. And I'm getting better and better every day. As a matter of fact, I've got 80% of my voice back. I'm still a little raspy, but it's nothing like it was. And I'm going back to kickboxing just as soon as my antibiotics are all used up. I tried going kickboxing yesterday. I pushed too hard. I thought, oh, I'm tough. I can do this. No, no. I was too sick. Still. I was still too sick. But I'm improving in leaps and bounds every single day. Boy, my immune system isn't what it used to be. I would be over this in a couple of days. Not this time. This is going on day 3 or day 4, coming into day 5.
About, oh, you got a lot of kids in here. You got a big crew. I mean, like, it's 3 kids, and I'm trying to have like 3 more. So I'm not sure where this like perception of like it being okay to just like, oh, you got a lot of kids, or you got you got a lot on your hands. Like, dude, just shut your mouth when it comes to like a mom just doing her thing. Like, just shut your mouth, people. Mind your own business.
Now, after watching this video, one of the first things that stuck out to me was hearing Stephanie say she wants 3 more kids, while also knowing that Stephanie and Drew would refuse to get proper jobs to faithfully raise a child, let alone multiple, which in itself is its own downward spiral, foreshadowing what's to come. And speaking of that, in Stephanie's next 2 videos, she learns that her page is starting to thrive off of negativity, as you can see here.
I've come to the conclusion that TikTok wants to build hate.
No, you're ridiculous, and people are calling you out on it. You're ridiculous. You're stupid. You want to bring 3 more children into this world in the welfare system. I know it's your choice to have children, but the system shouldn't be the one raising them and paying for them. Like I said, it's your choice, but don't be surprised when people give you the side eye because you don't work and you don't fend for yourself. Just saying.
They want to create hate. Because tell me why the one video I have of me ranting and having like a little bit of a spicy attitude is getting views, is getting comments, and my videos of me and my kids dancing, me and my kids doing makeup and funny stuff, no comments. No, oh, look at you doing your mom thing, girl, build you up. None of that shit. Just a bunch of let's build her the fuck down. So like, why am I just getting rude old Karens in my comment section? TikTok's coming after me. Listen, TikTok, I have plans. I'm going places, and I thought you were the platform to help build me up. So bring me my people. Bring me my people who are trying to build me up, who are trying to be the followers that I need to achieve my thing. Okay? Because these Karens up in these comments, these hurtful things, it ain't doing it for me.
Sweetie, being a dumb bitch isn't cute. It's not cute. Six kids, really? Really? Why ain't your man working? Why ain't you working? There ain't nothing wrong with you. You're young, you're healthy. He's young, he's healthy. Y'all need to get out there and start pounding the pavement.
Okay, so that's the stuff that I just get comment after comment. Literally every time I open up my TikTok, I'd have like 15 more messed up Karen comments. I take the video down and now nobody's seeing my account. TikTok, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Now, after watching these videos, it's clear that Stephanie thinks, instead of getting a job, that the internet owes her something. And what's concerning is seeing Stephanie's last video posted in May of 2022, where she complains about being a mom, even though she just said that she wanted more kids.
That's fine. That's like 10 minutes of me not cleaning, not being up doing stuff. And I'm like exhausted. Like, I have to do this every freaking day, all day, multiple times a day, and I try to be calm about it, but it's like, bro, it ain't working.
Now, obviously, I'm not a mom, and I'll never be a mom, and I'm
Well, exactly how much work do you think it's going to... How much work do you think it's going to be when you have 3 more children? They don't stay babies. They start walking and talking, getting into shit, tearing shit up, getting into shit, making messes, running around like little maniacs. And especially if they're stair-step kids. What one doesn't think of, the other will. You better believe it.
also not a dad yet, so I can't really comment on how tiring it must be to raise kids. But wouldn't it scare you, knowing you're raising 3 separate lives under little to no income in a 1-bedroom apartment? Especially with multiple cats in the home. Like, before I even think of having a child, I want to make sure that I can be a provider to not only that child, but the woman who gave me that child as well. And it's painful to know that Stephanie, along with Drew, even back in 2022, were doing everything but setting up a positive foundation for their family. Because even 2 months after the videos we just watched, Stephanie is still spending most of her time making TikToks that get no views while sitting at home in bed.
Just a friendly reminder that even if you're not enjoying the video, you can just kind of like mute it and let it go. But if you care about like people's followers, don't just watch like 2 seconds of the video, like it, and scroll on. You're shadow banning a ton of people, including more. I get no followers because no one wants to watch a full video.
Now, like I just mentioned, on top of having 5 people in a crowded 1-bedroom apartment, the Jenkins family is also a temporary home for 4 different cats, as you can see here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, all of these cats would ultimately be left to fend for themselves when the Jenkins would be evicted in 2025. And it's just concerning knowing this fact while watching some of these older videos, because it only reveals the harsh reality that not only the cats, but also the kids have to endure as time goes on. And it only seemed as if Stephanie cared more about her dreams of being a TikToker instead of being a good mom for her kids, mixing up her priorities in the process.
Random thought on the shitter. It don't matter if you take me there with the followers TikTok. I know where I'm going with my dreams.
Now, as we move on, I could show you guys countless examples
Hey,
of Stephanie
Raven, how
complaining
you
about being a
doing,
mom,
love?
then going on to say she wants more kids. There's probably 10 different examples of this happening throughout her TikTok page, where she completely contradicts herself. And I just found that sinister, to say the least. As we move on July 30th, Stephanie made a video basically romanticizing what life would be like without children, as you can see here.
You wouldn't have to go pick up their bedrooms. You wouldn't have to go pick up the kitchen or the living room 15,000 times because it was clean before you had the children, because you maintained it. And then you got to go out on your days off, go out for your day, and do whatever you wanted. And you don't get to do that now, and you need to give yourself some credit. Because it's mother-flipping frustrating when you've got more than one especially coming at you like, hey mom, can I do this? Hey mom, do this. Mom, go make me dinner. You're in the kitchen. Okay, I'm in.
My kids never had to tell me to make dinner. I always had dinner on the stove. They never had to tell me they were hungry. I always made them something to eat. I had set breakfast times and set lunch times and set dinner times. They were set in stone. They always knew when they were going to eat. And they got nutritious food that was home cooked. Rarely we had fast food. Very rarely. And I didn't give them a lot of candy. Because I didn't think it was a good idea. Candy would be on occasion. I wouldn't just feed my kids to shut them up. Or give them what they want just to shut them up. They would eat nutritious meals. With a meat, a starch, and a vegetable. And they would eat everything on their plate.
In the kitchen making dinner. But then they come at me with, Mom, the cat puked. Come pick up the puke. Mom, I just dropped this. Mom. And it's like, bitch, who the fuck is Stephanie
Jamie
anymore? I don't even know.
Now, I understand that being a parent is most likely one of the most loving yet frustrating seasons of life. But at the end of the day, Stephanie put herself in this position. Having kids shouldn't be something you do unless you're prepared for it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Raven. I hope you get to feeling better, and I hope that everything goes the way it's supposed to. I really do. And you'll be in my prayers if that's okay.
And I do understand that things happen, but to a certain point, when you become a parent, you lose the idea of being an independent person when you have a child, because you're now responsible for the health of a whole entire human being, and it's almost something you sign up for when you become a parent. You deny yourself for the well-being of your kids. That might mean saving money on the DoorDash, getting an extra job, just so that child can have a future. So to see Stephanie in any capacity victimizing herself for having kids in the first place is absurd. And you'd think after watching this next video on August 2nd that Stephanie would tap out of having any more kids because of the stress it brings her.
Man, they don't stop. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night because if it wasn't one up, the other one's up. And now it's just like every 10 seconds. Mom. Bro, I go in the bathroom and they're right there. I go in the kitchen and they're right there. I go anywhere, they're there. I just want to be me for 5 seconds. Just 5.
Actually, Raven, I'm on the mend. Last video I did, after that I lost my voice. For like 24 hours. I completely lost my voice. I'm on the mend now. My voice is about 80% back. And that I have laryngitis and an upper respiratory infection. And they gave me prednisone and they gave me fucking antibiotics that I take like I'm supposed to, so I can knock this shit out and get rid of it. And it's caused, and it's, I'm feeling, and I tell you what, they gave me a prednisone shot. Excuse me. They gave me a prednisone shot in the office, and within 5 minutes, my vocal cords had loosened up quite a bit. I could actually speak. But I couldn't speak above a whisper.
Minutes. I want me. I want to make a video and not have to worry that my kid came in the video and it's going to get taken down. Or I want to watch something on the TV for 5 minutes and I don't have to be like, close your damn eyes, get out of here, because it's my damn bedroom. You have your room. You have your stuff. I don't mess with it. I don't poke.
They want to be with you. They want to be with you. They don't want to be sequestered in their rooms. Let them be with you every now and then. Watch some SpongeBob with them. You know? It ain't that bad. Hell, SpongeBob's got jokes that you'd enjoy.
Look at you when you're trying to sleep. I don't come snatch shit out your hand when you're trying to eat it.
But just 27 days after the video we just watched, Stephanie would make another appearance on the 29th, showcasing that she is indeed having another child, as you can see here, even stating that she was 9 weeks pregnant according to her TikTok hashtags from this post. Now, obviously this is pretty concerning, because we already know that the Jenkins family lives in a 1-bedroom apartment and both parents don't work jobs. There's also 4 cats running around, but despite knowing that, they still decide to bring more life into their living situation. And what's surprising to see is the following video Stephanie posted, where she's talking about being a good parent while her children are playing at the park, as if she's completely unbothered by the fact that there's zero money coming in with another baby on the way.
I don't know, this has been a trend like since I've had kids. I'll go to parks or like just bring my kids out to play somewhere and there's no parents, bro. It's just me. And I mean, and I've also had people come up to me and just be like, oh, can I just leave my kids here? I'm gonna go walk around the corner, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do I look super trusting? I mean, I am the only one sticking around. I guess that's to assume I'm a good parent, right? I'm a helicopter parent, and I don't hate that about myself. I keep them safe. To me, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is a bit young to be out by themselves right now. And you know that kid, that like one kid that's like kind of awkward, moves different, and like is just like scattered. That's my son. Yeah. Love him to pieces though. He'll grow out of it.
Now, it's important to mention that during this time, from September to November in 2022, Stephanie's family began to grow cold against her, and it's obvious from the outside looking in that we're not the only ones speculating Stephanie's irrational decision-making either. Even her own family members take note and build walls to protect their peace, as you can see here.
My life choices, my life partners. Barely any acceptance, you know what I'm saying? But like my brothers get a girl, and we're all accepting them. She'd be like the sister of the family for fucking 6 months before she'd be crazy, and we all knew it the whole time. But I bring her on something solid, and you all can't accept it? Like, oh, I'm getting really tired of trying to be there for a family who's not there for me. Period.
Now, what's even worse after watching this video is Stephanie blatantly exposing her use of cannabis throughout her pregnancy, as you can see here.
Smoking is not good for your health, but you know what?
And according to Google, there's multiple studies showing that inhaling the giggle ganja, especially in early pregnancy, can lead to problems for that child later in life. And Stephanie even referenced to microdosing a certain unnamed substance in a video posted on November 27th, 2022 as well. Obviously, as you can tell by the video, she's pregnant while posting this, and we're not really sure what type of substance she was referencing. But despite smoking while pregnant,
You're smoking weed while pregnant. For real, bitch? For real? Is this where we're going now? Is this what we're doing? You really are a bitch. Oh my God. What the hell is wrong with you?
the baby was eventually born sometime early in June of 2023, and we know this because Stephanie posted a video with her newborn son on June 2nd, as you can see here. Now, at this point in the timeline, it's important to mention that Stephanie is very against the school system, so in protest...
Hey, Bad Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Very much against the school system. Yeah, that's pretty apparent.
She quote-unquote homeschools her kids. But instead of a classic homeschool curriculum, Steph just lets her kids, quote, learn at their own pace, instead of being bogged down by random grading systems, which results in her kids being far behind in comparison to their peers. And in this next video, Stephanie is showcasing some of the books that she got for this homeschooling arc, as you can see here.
Got my kids' homeschool books in the mail. That wonderful. No, I'll open them here. Maybe. Hold on. This is so much box for just a few books. But I got some Spectrum books, 2nd and 3rd grade math, and some handwriting books. They're all kind of like close to the same level right now, so I'm kind of sharing the books and just giving them each pages. Dropped it. Till we kind of get a scale of where everyone's at, and then we'll just stock up on some books in a few months.
Which was ultimately followed up by some comments exposing Stephanie's homeschooling abilities from people watching these videos. And I just can't help but feel bad for these kids, because their mother is willingly keeping them from the outside world, even if it's just to go to school. Like, I can't imagine.
You know what? I could never homeschool my kids. I'm not smart enough. I don't know enough. I can't do that. I'm going to leave it to the professionals. That's what schools are for. I'm going to tell you what she's doing. She doesn't want to take her lazy ass to the fucking school. She doesn't want to drag her lazy ass to the fucking school. Them kids aren't going to be socialized. Them kids aren't going to know anything. They're not going to even be prepared for the outside world. Shit.
Imagine being one of those kids and then going to a friend's house who has their own room and their own bed. And speaking of beds, Stephanie and Drew are the only ones that sleep on a mattress, along with their newborn son, while the other children are sleeping on the floor on top of thin foam mats coated with stuffed animals and blankets. And it seems to me that Stephanie truly does have moments of clarity, where she realizes the situation that she's in isn't fit to raise multiple children, but instead of getting a job or even finding a responsible income, she resorts to TikTok as a means of trying to make money, even though she barely had 300 followers and her videos got no views. Despite that, it wouldn't stop Stephanie from making videos basically every single day, where she's, quote, staying positive for her kiddos throughout this
Shut up, girl. Damn. Jamie Earl, a member for 8 months. Let's see what she has to say. Level Bat message. Love you, Bats. Thanks for keeping us company. Well, thank you for keeping me company. Yeah, I love the attention. I love talking, and I love showing these videos to you guys. But I tell you what I love more than anything, and that's being social with you guys and talking to you. I do. I love hearing your ideas. I love hearing your thoughts. I love hearing your thoughts and your opinions. And your opinions don't always jive with mine. So thank you very much for being a member. Thank you for supporting my channel. You are awesome sauce. Yeah, she's just a skinny version of Shani. All right, skinny Shani, let's go.
financial shite show. Now, at this point, Stephanie was starting to do anything she could for views, even bringing up her ex in a video on October 6th, 2023, basically trashing him for his crimes that happened in 2012, which is confusing to a lot of viewers because Stephanie must have known about these crimes, especially if they only broke things off in 2019 after having 2 kids. But as time went on, it seemed as if the stress that Stephanie was adding onto her life while trying to be a mom of multiple young children and a newborn started to wear her down. Because on October 31st, 2023, Stephanie would post a video complaining about her living situation, as you can see here.
Every now and again, I'm allowed to complain about the fact that I share a 1-bedroom with 4 kids, my husband, and 4 cats. And my insomnia is the worst part of it because the fuck am I supposed to be in the middle of the night when I can't sleep? I can't be in the room with my husband or I'm gonna wake him up. Can't be in the room with the kids and I can't even go do the dishes or I'm gonna wake someone up. And I can't go outside because I live in a town where I'm gonna get murdered outside. So
I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell myself when I see a size 8 pair of jeans that's really cute that I can't fit my fat ass into. Make better choices.
I just want this to not be my reality anymore. Right. Just keep pushing.
But despite knowing that having 4 kids with 4 cats in a 1-bedroom apartment was stressing Stephanie out, she continued to live off the taxpayer dollar, refusing to get a job, along with Drew in the same boat as well. And it's sad because Drew would rather be playing a video game instead of contributing to a more viable living situation for his family. And in the next video posted on November 2nd, 2023, it's hard to watch how Stephanie is so entitled at the grocery store while using food stamps or whatever she is using to purchase food for her family.
I don't understand why cashiers who don't have to bag stuff be getting so pissy at the customers for like taking their time bagging stuff. Like, bro, I'm doing half your job, so shush. And then like, I feel like since the customer is bagging all of their stuff, you shouldn't just like immediately start putting another customer's stuff on the freaking belt and like have them staring at the other customer like, come on, come on. Bro, it ain't even my job. It's not even my job. I'm just bagging my groceries because that's how Winco does it. But it's like,
shut up, you entitled little bitch. You know what? That's never bothered me in the slightest. I take my fucking time if I want to. Or I hurry the fuck up if someone's in a hurry. Depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling cooperative, I hurry up. If they're being a bitch, I slow down. Oh, I can move at a snail's pace. I'll look at every single piece of fucking groceries I got. That looks like it'll be good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'll do that for the rest of the fucking food order too. I'm a spiteful little witch.
I go in there knowing that's how it's going to be, so I'm not going to put on an extra attitude when the customer in front of me takes a little bit longer. I'm just going to like pace myself and be like, whatever. Look, I have a family of freaking 6 to pack or to buy food for. I have a packed ass cart. Like, it's huge. And the stairs and everything and the judgmental, oh, here comes another EBT WIC order. Damn straight, girl, if I didn't have that money, my family would not fucking eat.
Like, if I was someone who was receiving free food from the government, I would certainly make it the very last thing on my list to get inside of my car, record a TikTok about some problem in the store, when in reality, it's not that big of a deal.
Exactly. Wench. Around here, if you don't have it, if my husband works and I have a pension, we got money coming in. Mine from something I did to earn a pension. We won't discuss it at all. And my husband works full time. You got to give something to get something in life. Your dreams aren't going to come true if you don't work for them. You think you can lay up and just have one baby after another? All you're going to do is have a vagina like a wizard sleeve.
In the first place to pack your own bags at a grocery store, let alone when you're not really the one paying for the food in the first place.
Hey,
Like, I can't be the
Mercury!
only one who dashes to self-checkout because it's quicker, in my opinion. Now, not too long after this, Stephanie and Drew would decide to send the kids back to school in late November of 2023, but it didn't take long for shit to hit the fan, just a week later on December 5th, because Stephanie ended up posting a TikTok complaining about mold in the household.
We've all been sick for freaking, oh gosh, like a year now. We've just been going through it. And I did previously research like the effects of mold on the body, but I just didn't really take it as serious as I should have, you know. And then I look at it again and tell me why literally every symptom hits what me and my family have been going through. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about it. I'm not the person to start a fuss with somebody, but I know that this requires me to stand up for my family and say something, because we should not be sitting in a mold-infested apartment that the landlord wants to do nothing about.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell myself every time I get a bad haircut. Make better choices.
Right, buddy? And we have potential opportunity to move soon, and I really hope that it happens.
Yeah, this is going on day 4. I'd say I got about 85% of my voice back. I can at least laugh at these people now. This woman is just, she's a real piece of fucking work. Have you ever seen the like in your life? Have you ever? This is just next level shit, man.
Because I'm tired of feeling like crap.
Now, what I found interesting while watching this video were the comments stating that this was probably due to moldy clothes. Because as you can see here in a video posted on March 5th, 2024, Stephanie posts a TikTok of her cleaning up heaps of moldy clothes inside the apartment. Then on December 31st, 2023, Stephanie makes a TikTok stating her kids are unbathed, while the cats are covered in fleas, even saying the laundry isn't done and there's no presents under the Christmas tree due to lack of funds. After reading this, you'd think Stephanie and Drew would step it up, but instead Drew decided to play video games and Stephanie decided to continue to make boring TikTok content, even making a whole video on January 4th, 2024.
Now you notice that they had the money to buy that video game system. A gaming computer, no less. For him to play video games on. And he bought a video game. He's probably got several. Poor people have poor ways. I'd be worried about crawling my ass out of that damn dump if I was them. You know? I'd be worried about getting my kids out of that damn dump. You know, I could put my head damn near anywhere if I've got enough bleach and cleaning supplies and a rug shampooer and a few throw rugs. I can make any place livable. I've had to do it. But that's for me, not for my kids. There's places I would put my head that my kids would never put their head. That's a fact.
About her war on fleas.
I got these freaking flea traps a while back. And I want to show y'all how well they work. Like, I just plugged this thing in last night. And it didn't have, I think it had maybe 1 or 2 fleas on it from a couple nights ago when I remembered to plug it in. Look how many it collected just last night.
This Nobel laureate is Resilient Jenkins. She's a she's a TikToker, and she's a bit of a horror cow. She complains about her living situation. She lives in a 1-bedroom apartment with her husband, and there are 5 kids, or there are 4 kids. There's 4 kids. Yeah, 4 kids, and she wants to have another 2 for some strange reason. Apparently, she ain't got enough kids. She lives on welfare. He don't work, she don't work.
Night though. Oh no, you can, if it's focused enough, but all them little black specks, those are freaking fleas. This thing fucking works. It's not chemicals or anything in your house.
How are you doing, Blue?
We've been dealing with this infestation for so long that I'm just like, I don't want fucking chemicals in the house anymore. So whatever we have to do to get rid of them without using gross chemicals.
And not too long after that, Stephanie would post a video in February of 2024 exposing their dirty bathtub that hasn't been working in months. Now, according to Steph, due to her social anxiety, this is one of the biggest reasons why a plumber hasn't come to fix it. And after watching all of the previous examples of how Stephanie chooses to live in an unclean, small space while actively adding more life, she has the audacity to make videos like this one here, where she talks about not wanting to be a slave to American society.
There's a fan going in the background, but I'm not gonna turn my background off for you. What you mean to say there is that I should go to school, that I should go the traditional American route to get said education. That's what you mean to say. Because I'm very well educated, actually. I just didn't go that traditional American route because I don't take to that. You know, I don't like to be a, what's another word for slave? Yeah, I'm not like that. Maybe you are. Maybe you're that America. Not me, honey.
Well, if you don't like this country, turn in the EBT card, turn in your license, turn in your welfare check, pay back all the fucking money, and we'll fly you to wherever you want to go. Simple. You're free to leave. I doubt you'll get the same deal anywhere else. It's amazing. All these people living off the government teat, but they hate America. Shani's the same way. She hates America. Rev hates America. You renounced his citizenship. On film. I say if you want to renounce your citizenship, you want to go some fucking where else, be my guest. But I doubt you'll get as good a deal as you're getting here. I doubt it seriously. You know, you think it's all fun and games now while you're young. Wait till you get older and you have nothing. Just wait. It ain't so cute when you're my age. That's a fact.
And one thing that sticks out to me in Steph's story is how she runs from her problems. Even when she left her ex to be with Drew, that relationship had started very quickly, and it seems like this side of Steph's personality would become a trend, because as soon as she feels as if she's had too much, she ups and leaves to a new location as a way of starting over. Now, in February,
her TikTok name is Resilient Jenkins. Corey. They're called the Resilient Jenkins. That's their TikTok name, if you ever want to look them up. As a matter of fact, I might just get a TikTok account just to look her up so we can get it straight from the cow's teat.
Of 2024, Stephanie would make 2 separate posts about a potential moving possibility, as you're about to see in a second, but things didn't go so well.
And just like that, that opportunity didn't work out. Yet. Trying to be hopeful. Really, really freaking trying.
Now, obviously, 90% of landlords are not going to want anything to do with a family in the Jenkins situation. And it's not even the fact that they have 4 kids and 4 cats, even though that probably has something to do with it. It's mostly because there's no proper income coming in to even prove that the Jenkins can pay rent. And despite getting denied for new housing, Steph still felt the need to add to her family, even saying she wanted to catch more cats in a video posted on February 24th, 2024.
Y'all know I already have 4 cats. Does that make a difference? No. Because when I move, them babies are coming with me. For sure. The one that we just caught today, fluffy, white, and orange. I have been manifesting that cat for years, bro. The most beautiful cat I've ever seen. My heart instantly was like, no, that's my baby. It's my baby. And my man is like, girl, we have how many cats in here? 4. Does it make a difference? No. That's my baby. Cats make me happy. I'm the crazy cat lady, and I never even knew it.
Now, despite all of the stuff we've covered about the Resilient Jenkins so far, it's important to mention.
You know what? This girl is not even in the same plane of reality. She's not even in reality. She's delusional. She's selfish. She's stupid. Now listen to this. Just a mama wishing I had 10K followers to participate in the pay off my debt trend and give my youngins a life they deserve. I hate people like that. You got yourself in that mess, dear heart. I think you need to get yourself out.
That even as of May 22nd, 2024, Stephanie only racked up a total of 300 to 400 followers throughout her 2 years on TikTok, leaving her dream of being a viral stay-at-home mom on hold. But the only way that Stephanie sought out to...
Yes, Blue. Yes, you heard correctly. 4 kids, 2 adults, and 4 cats. And she wants 2 more babies. She's got to try to get knocked up 2 more times. She's sickening. People like this are herpes on the genitals of society.
To reach these dreams was by making her family bigger and less manageable. Because on June 3rd, 2024, Stephanie posted a TikTok stating that she was once again pregnant, as you can see here.
Holy fuck, I'm shaking. I just had a feeling all day. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm flushed with a fucking lot of emotions right now, y'all. Yeah, okay. Breathe. This is a journey. I knew I didn't feel nothing. I knew this was not the night. Oh my god, bro. I knew this nausea is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm shaking, bro. You see how old he is. He's a year old.
So just to draw this out for you guys, in a single one-bedroom apartment, we have Drew, Stephanie, their 3 older children, a 1-year-old.
Those Seresto collars work good on my dogs, too. They work real good on my dogs. I use flea drops on my cats. I can't remember the brand name, Frontline, I think. And they work really, really well. They work really, really well. And I buy in bulk.
And a newborn on the way, along with the presence of 4 cats. And instead of working jobs that make sense to raise all of this life, Drew constantly finds himself prioritizing a video game over...
Morning, Todd. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. How are you doing this morning?
raising his...
Listen to this. Can't wait to get this man a little gaming spot one day with a comfy chair and not broken headset. He's about to turn 35 in a few days and get shish for him. Just gonna cook my heart out for him. Who cares? That'd be the last fucking thing I'd be worried about. Be lucky he's got a fucking computer at all in the situation you're in. Hell, you can afford a gaming computer? Must be fucking nice. I bet he went out and worked for that.
His kids, while Steph prioritizes being a viral sensation instead of being a responsible mom. Stephanie even has the audacity to get mad over the fact that no one is having a baby shower for her.
I'll just come to the realization that, like, this is my last pregnancy, and I think we feel it. You know, I think us moms just, we feel it when we know. This is my last pregnancy. And I'm just a little bit burnt, bro, that I don't get a baby shower for this one either. I'm feeling slightly petty that ain't no one happy for me for this pregnancy either. I see all these videos with all these gender reveals with all the loved ones and all the happy people for you being pregnant. And it's like, yo, if I could just...
You ain't got to have a baby shower. I can get my own shit. I can get my own shit. I don't like parties anyway. People know that. I go in, pop in for 15 minutes. Okay, see you later. Bye.
have one person besides my hubby excited for me, that would be great. Or if I could have maybe just had some opportunities handed to me before this baby, that way I could blow some money on myself, but it's okay, you know.
Hey, Mrs. Mud Duck, how you doing this morning? It's good to see everybody.
It is what it is. God had different plans. He wanted to see me as a humble human, and I guess that's how I remain. Nah, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry about this one.
Now, one of the videos that angered me the most after doing this entire deep dive is the one we're about to watch. As you can see, Stephanie is basically asking TikTok to make her go viral so that she can have more kids. That's like having a child and forcing him to work for you, even though he may want to grow up and be a doctor or something else. These types of parents that find their identity in their kids scare me, because even before they have kids, they lack the individuality to become themselves. And this is why we see a lot of generational curses in today's world, which leads parents like Stephanie to make posts like this one, which was only a week after the last video that we watched. Now, in this video, Stephanie is basically complaining to TikTok for not making her kids viral. And if it's not blatantly apparent to us that Stephanie uses her children as a means of getting clout, then I don't know what to tell you. But surprisingly, after 2 long years, Stephanie would get her first viral video, which brought in a lot of criticism as well as supporters. People even went as far as to sending them gifts, as if the Jenkins family needed any more things to fit inside of a small 1-bedroom apartment.
I had my baby shower whenever I first had my first baby, and everything was hand-me-downs. I reused everything except for the dresses. I wasn't going to put a dress on my son. Yeah. It's really, really nice. Ah, well. Anyway, she just wants free shit. He looks like he couldn't care less. He does. He looks like he couldn't care less. He's not even engaged in this process. He looks like he escapes through his video games. He probably games at least 14 hours a day.
Following their first viral video, the Jenkins decided to make a 10-minute long public response, mostly aimed at people who were criticizing them and the trolls. And for the sake of your sanity, I'll briefly summarize this video so I don't bore you to death. You see, Drew basically took it upon himself to explain that he has another child, and that he has been paying child support. He then went on to list all of the different jobs he's had as well. Spoiler alert, a lot of this is flub and lies, because it would then be exposed by Drew's ex-wife later on. Now, in this same public response video, Stephanie and Drew also explained why the kids don't have mattresses and beds, because according to them, the kids are destructive and destroy everything, even saying the kids bent the metal frames of their beds, turning them into hazards. So Drew and Steph decided to get rid of them and get foam pads for the kids to sleep on instead. Now, not too long after that public response, Stephanie's page started to gain a lot of traction, leaving lots of trolls and supporters following their story. And
Discipline? Can he fix it? Discipline your kids? Pay attention to them? I don't know. Kids are usually destructive when you don't pay attention to them. How about that? Or have him put his video games down long enough to fix it. And get on your kids whenever they destroy shit.
as the new year rolled around on January 26th, 2025, Steph would post a video saying that their newest baby was born. But what's surprising is, after watching this video, we see that Drew is literally playing video games during the very first hours his newborn is in the house. Now, just a few months after this video was taken, Steph would give us an update on March 17th, 2025, stating that they were getting evicted. Now, this is a crazy turn in the story because all of a sudden the Jenkins family is now homeless, and instead of properly finding the 4 cats' homes, Steph and Drew just dumped them outside to fend for themselves before they left. And what's sad is, one of the cats named Milo was in such bad condition that he was literally going bald. Luckily, a TikTok...
Oh my God. Why? Now I'm mad. Now I'm really mad. I was really mad over the kids. Now I'm really, really mad over these cats. Take the cat to a doctor. Take it to a vet. I mean, a vet is a doctor, but you know what I mean. Take the cat to a vet. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all don't have fucking jobs.
TikToker in the area named Shaylin ended up finding multiple of the Jenkins cats and took them in as her own, creating a much more ideal space for the cats. And while all of that was taking place, the Jenkins would find themselves living in a motel as of March 18th, 2025, as you can see here. But it didn't take long for haters in the comments to notify the owners of this motel, leaving the Jenkins to be kicked out the following day.
I find it interesting you follow us around public Facebook and don't want to say hi. Y'all so bold in them comments, but you won't say nothing to our faces. And that's not even enough. Y'all had to make a bunch of hateful, untrue calls to the hotel we're staying at and get us kicked out. How the fuck miserable you gotta be in your own life to come at a family that's not doing anything to you? You sit there and say you want to do what's best for the children, but yet you want to send them to 2 abusive homes. You think it's better to split up a perfectly happy family and send kids to homes they don't even want to be in, to live with people they want nothing to do with. I mean, just make it make sense. These kids are happy where they're at. Home is wherever the fuck we are together. And I'm sorry for the blunt language, but I'm not the one who threw the energy first. Y'all come at me first. And part of me thinks that's why you actually don't want to interact with us in person, is because you know you're not going to meet terrible people and you want so badly to be like, they were terrible people. That's just not going to be the case.
Now, as of right now, we're nearing pretty close to present day in terms of the Jenkins timeline, and it doesn't seem like their situation has gotten any better, because as of me making this video, the Jenkins family, consisting of Drew, Steph, and 4 kids, has been in and out of different motels ever since they got evicted. And not only did Steph and Drew face tons of backlash for their choices, Stephanie finally achieved her goals to become a viral TikTok mom, but for all the wrong reasons. It's just super sad knowing these kids are growing up in such a harsh lifestyle, all because of their selfish parents refusing to create a respectable life for their family. It just goes to show that some people really shouldn't have kids, especially when the goal of you having kids is to make you famous. And as someone who grew up in a home with its own set of issues, I just can't help but feel bad for the children, because they're not asking to grow up like this, and they deserve far, far better. At the end of the day, I really hope that these kids have the chance to grow up and have a bold future, but by the looks of things and how Drew and Steph choose to raise them, those chances look more slim as time goes on. You see, Drew and Steph's relationship is a great example of a trauma bond, where 2 people leave behind better lives to pursue worse ones, while also contributing to creating more life under the same exact circumstances. It bothers me knowing that these children may grow up realizing a huge portion of their life is online, and how different their childhood was compared to their peers. It's almost like growing up in their own version of a Truman Show, unaware of what a regular childhood with 2 hardworking parents looks like, and that's the unfortunate truth. We can only imagine what this relationship would look like for these kids in the future. I mean, as someone who dealt with a mom who upped and left when I was 14, I can surely tell you from firsthand experience, having an uninvolved parent during childhood only opens up the door for a worse relationship with your kids when they grow up, even risking that a generational curse persists within that family. But with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video right here. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and a dislike if you didn't. And please let me know what you think about the Jenkins family in the comments below. And if you ever want me to cover someone, or you just want to say hi, my email is in the description of this video. As always, thanks for making me a part of your day, and God bless.
You know, this woman bugs me. This woman really bugs me. I'm going to have to cover her some more. Well, that wraps it up for me. I want to thank everybody that came out and saw me this morning. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I'll see you this afternoon. Bye. Peace.